Authorities are said to be taking a zero-tolerance approach to any illegal activities at South Africa's international airports. This after an immigration official was arrested at OR Tambo International Airport earlier this week for allegedly smuggling Bangladeshi nationals into the country. More arrests are expected. I'm now joined by the Group Executive of Enterprise Security, General Mzwandile. Petros, thanks so much for your time on SABC News. Just explain to us what happened there.
Good evening and thanks for having me. And 2 years ago, an integrated team at the airport was formed to actually look into the criminality that is happening at the airports and to profile syndicates that are involved in facilitation of illegal immigrants into the country. It's not only the Bangladeshis, it's got a couple of countries in East Asia that are involved in getting through our airports, illegally. And this operation actually paid off in terms of the arrest of this one particular official, but we know that there are more arrests that are expected in the future.
Right.
This operation is actually led by the law enforcement agencies, led by the South African Police.
Can you give us some more insight into the operation that led to the arrest and these future arrests that are coming?
What we profiled as the team was that there were people that were coming through our airports and they're not accounted for, through the exit. And we started, through the intelligence-driven operations, the police, law enforcement, and state security agencies are part of the team. And they're actually doing the intelligence work in terms of the collection of intelligence. And of course, that intelligence is changed into evidence and hence the arrest. It might have taken a little bit longer, but it must be understood that we needed to make sure that there is evidence that is collected before the arrest is made. And hence we're saying there are people that are involved, both internally. There's a collusion of officials, not only the Home Affairs officials. Various employees at the airport are quite involved in the syndicate. And of course, the people that are outside the airport, both in the country and outside the country.
Yeah, can you just give us more insight into how that would work? So people would come through without the correct papers, and because of this syndicate that's in place, they would be able to pass through the normal checks without getting stopped because they don't have the correct documentation?
But you must understand there are various agencies that are working at the airport. There are people that we call ground handling. Those people are facilitating people from the aircraft into the airport itself. But through there, they will have to go through immigration. And then through immigration, they might have to go through security. There are police that are involved. There's access security that is involved. There's customs that is also involved in this space. So if there has to be a concerted effort between those officials to be able to get somebody through our airports, illegally. And hence we're aware that it's a collusion of quite various agencies that are involved in this space with the syndicates, with the people that are outside the airport.
All right. Can you give us insight into around how many people may be involved in this kind of syndicate?
Look, it's going to be difficult to say, as I've already indicated. It's taking us quite a number of 2 years already and of course it got delayed because of the pandemic. We didn't have traffic that is coming into the country. We started it in 2019 and then there was a lull in 2020 because there were no aircraft moving through. And what we are doing and what we're doing internally as independent agencies who are concentrating in terms of looking at our own inside, at the insider track within our own organization, AXA as a company, Home Affairs as a company, as a state organ, customs and all those organizations in terms of dealing and strengthening their procedures in terms of ensuring that we don't have people that are involved, with this syndicate. What I can say and share with you is that it's intelligence-driven operations cannot actually go into detail in terms of how intelligence gathers that intelligence that will be able to arrest the people. But we're pretty sure in terms of profiling the people that are involved, we are pretty sure that we're on top of the situation in terms of understanding who are involved.
And I'm assuming then if you're involved in profiling the people who are involved in facilitating this illegal immigration, you are able to also keep track of the people who have come in illegally and they will also be arrested?
Look, definitely there will be. Prevention to us is key, that it does not happen. But if it does happen, we will definitely know who the people are, because in terms of us, having profiled those people who are involved within our own organizations. And some people within the organization have been dealt with departmentally, internally, in terms of the procedures and also the policies that each and every department and also organizations that are operating at the airport have. And AXA is no stranger to that as well, that we dealt with employees that were involved in this piece. Some people were actually dismissed. So we are the approach that we're having in terms of zero tolerance to the facilitation of illegal immigrants into the airport is actually may create very serious criminal activities like the unlawful interference into the airspace, which is actually heavily regulated by international bodies.
All right, General Mzwandile Petros, who's the Group Executive of Enterprise Security, joining us there to talk about the syndicates at the OR Tambo International and other airports in South Africa. Thanks so much for your time.